Good morning everyone and welcome to day 12 already of Super September. Right guys, the trick today is to do this off ramp, the slip road as it's called in the UK, at the Denham slip road. So this isn't a motorway, it's a fast moving A road. Now, I have done it once before, but I went much further. I don't think I've got to go as far today, just purely for the fact that David from Hillingdon Litter Pickers has been cleaning it reasonably regularly, about every 6 weeks. But this is what you get, you see. This is slip roads in the UK at most of the fast moving roads. It's like just an excuse for these drivers just to chuck everything out the window. So the ends of these slip roads are rotten, absolutely rotten to say the least. And yeah, this is where we stand, unfortunately. But I saw it the other day. I thought to myself, I think I'll come and do that early on a Sunday morning. It is very early on a Sunday morning. It's only about 6:30 on a Sunday morning. So I'm gonna put that there for the moment. I'll pick that up on the way back. It's only about 6:30 on a Sunday morning. This is about the only time you can do these sort of slip roads if you're a volunteer. I don't get the luxury of closing off the road. So I thought what I would do is just get up early. I'm good at getting up early, I've got to be honest. I've always got up early since I was about 12 years old. I got up early. I've done a paper round for about 5 years before I went to school, and I used to help the milkman. So the milkman, eh? Whatever happened to the milkman? The original electric vehicle, basically. So yes, this is the state of a lot of our slip roads. We just get absolutely filthy. So I thought I'd come here after the last one in the park, yesterday's one in Radnor Park. Just thought we'd come and risk life and limb. Go on, Barry. I don't need any Barrys this time in the morning. I don't need any Barrys this time. I'll probably get a few. So yeah, so I did about half a bag before I started recording. So I've sort of filled this bag up already. So I'm just going to change this bag real quick and put that bit of crap that I threw on the floor. Look how much better it looks already. Look at that. As I walk back. I've got the sun in my face a bit, so I am missing a couple of bits. Let's just put this over here and I will carry on regardless. So guys, yes, this is the Denham slip road. I'm not actually in Hillingdon. I mean, I'm about 7 miles from home here. I'm in the county of Buckinghamshire. Oh, Bucks, eh? So, but they seem to pick up our Hillingdon bags without any question. I know, as I said, I know David from Hillingdon Litter Pickers has been coming here reasonably regularly for the last year or so. And I'm sure there's someone from this area who does it at time to time as well. But today I haven't got to go as far as when I last was here, which was about 10 months ago. I went right the way to the main road up there, which is about 250 yards up. And I think I ended up getting about 12 or 13 bags that day, off the top of my head. That's better. That was a long stretch. So yeah, I probably only got to go half as far as that today and walk back. It's certainly not as bad. So just thought it'd make for a good video. That's better. Let's do my film review, guys. While it's on my mind. So I watched the film just last night called, look, it's stuck in the floor, look. Oh, you bloody thing. I watched the film last night called, let's turn around so I haven't got the sun in my face. So Lauren, the lovely Lauren, Icon Lauren, icon, Lauren. What was the film called, Lauren? Mob Cop. Mob Cop. When I turn around, I can see a few bits I've missed because I haven't got the sun in my face. Mob Cop, guys, I watched. So I sort of saw it and I thought that looks a right load of old toilet. And then I read the synopsis on it and I was like, oh, maybe, all right, I'll watch it. I didn't have anything to do, to be honest. I thought, all right, then I'll give it a go. So basically, Mob Cop is a film based upon a true story. And it's about the 1970s going into the 1980s. Two cops who work for the New York Police Department. And they basically were working with the mob. The mob hired them to do, let's just say, dirty jobs. And then years later, two new cops investigate them because they'd heard stories and rumours about them. And they start investigating them. The deeper they dig, the more they start to uncover, but they haven't got enough evidence because it all happened so long ago. So there's like stories and rumour and conjecture, but not real evidence. And then things turn and they just get a little bit of luck on their side, shall we say. Let's get that. Let's get that. I'm winning, guys, I'm winning. So, without ruining the film, they pursue these now retired cops. Overall, I quite enjoyed it. It was way better than I thought it was going to be. And I will give it a pleasant 7 out of 10. Mob Cops, guys. I can't really speak too much about it apart from saying what I've said already. But basically, yeah, it's not a bad little film. It's only about an hour and 35 long. It's not going to take up a lot of your time. It is one of them films where you need to keep watching, and because there's little things that happen in it. Like you need to keep up with the story because it's constantly evolving, shall we say. Right, I'm going to need to change this bag in a sec. So guys, I would recommend this one, not wholeheartedly, but I would say it's worth a watch, just purely for the fact that it's, as you say, it's only 95 minutes long and it's not too bad a film. I think they're always good when they're based on true stories, so if you watch it, guys, enjoy it. I am about 90 yards down the slip road, carrying on. But yes, guys, Mob Cops, just put the icon up again, Lauren. Mob Cops, guys. Not bad, 7 out of 10. In the meantime, I'll keep going. Right, guys, I'm nearly at the turnaround point already. I'm quickly filling this third bag. So, as I say, these slip roads, off ramps, whatever you want to call them, are horrendous. I just don't get people throwing their stuff out the window full stop. But you go to any off ramp, slip road in the UK, and I guarantee it'll be filthy. Unless people like myself and David from Hillingdon Litter Pickers, and obviously others who I don't know, who are doing a wonderful job on our behalf, do this sort of thing. Are prepared to get up early. I know David from Hillingdon Litter Pickers is an early riser. He also does an area a bit further up the road in Hillingdon near what's called the Polish War Memorial. He does that every week, unless he has any holidays. Vigorously does that every week, so it's sort of, I think once you do start an area, even if it's a little bit away from home for you, you sort of start to think, okay, that's mine. I mean, I do Dawley Road, and It's not too far from home, but sometimes I think, why am I doing this road? I only sort of pass down it now every now and again, but it's sort of become my territory, and I don't want anyone pissing in my pond. Right, there's a bit in there that I want to get. Swap hands. I'm not enjoying the gloves, I've got to be honest. I don't know how long these will last. I did bring them today, so I thought there might even be a dead animal to pick up. You never know. I've seen them down here, but I haven't got to that yet. It don't look like I will. Right guys, I'm only going to go another 30 yards or so before I turn round. As I said, it's not horrendous, and I don't really want to go all the way to Bleeding Uxbridge on it. I just want to really get the worst sort of 90% of it today. It's not the place to be. Oh, what a glorious place to be. Right, I think I'm just going to go to this barrier there, guys, if you can see it. It's about 15 yards up, or so 20 yards maybe. I might need another bag, but I'm going to try my best to cram it in this one. And on the way back, I cuddled with Jack. We opened a bottle of cider. Oh, I've got up in a good mood, ain't I? I think I'm going to go to McDonald's after this. Fancy a McDonald's breakfast. You know when you get up some days you just think, I really fancy that. What I really fancy is a sausage and egg McMuffin. Don't know why, but I just fancy one. And what I fancy, I shall have. This is why I go to work, guys. This is what the wife says. The lovely Mrs. O. I said, what you bought that for? And she says, this is why I go to work. So I can have what I want. Fair enough, okay. There's a lot of truth in it. Right guys, just leave me to finish this, and then what I'll do is I'm going to change this bag, walk it down a bit, turn around, put a fresh one on, and start heading back down the slip road. Right guys, the screenshot for today's video is a picture that I've just taken whilst I was on the other side of the road. I keep forgetting to take pictures of the areas I'm doing, so sometimes you might have seen on a lot of my screenshots, I didn't really know until a few months ago that I could actually muck around with a screenshot. I'm not tech minded, to be honest. I'm a silly old codger. Anyway, then I started, but then I started putting up my own screenshot, and then I thought, oh, I must take pictures. So I got distracted briefly there. Thought I must take pictures, and sometimes I do and sometimes I don't. I know on the last video I done in the park I was meant to take a picture, and like a plonker I didn't. I just had to put up a random picture on it. So, oh. Now, come on you bloody thing. I just picked up a dead animal. I said to you there might be dead animals. I haven't filmed it, but it's in there. It's a badger. A Billy the Badger. Poor Billy. The reason I say Billy the Badger is the mascot at Fulham is a badger. Obviously Fulham playing black and white, so their mascot is Billy the Badger. I just saw one just as I was getting up to the turnaround point. So it's obviously been hit by a car. You do see a few in this area, animals. So I've just bagged it up off camera, and I will leave it unceremoniously, I'm afraid, with the pile. I've already filled another bag, including the animal, which I'm going to include in the total because ultimately it is a bag. I think I've already done about 5. So this is the problem, you can really run up a cricket score with these sort of areas as far as bags are concerned. I can't wait for this can return service to come into the operation in the UK. Look, I've already filled another one. Whew. Right, I think what I'll do is empty that, not empty it, tie it up, put another fresh one on. I'm going to shuttle them all down for the minute and then I'll come back to you just so I can do this final 100 yards. Nice and quiet in the morning. Oh, lucky I have my sunglasses on there. That hit me in the eye, but the sunglass just protected me. I'll get that bit down there. The scourge of society, that is polystyrene. Hate the stuff. I hate the stuff. I know I've shared a few pictures with you over the last few videos and whatnot of my trips and whatnot, so I sort of want to share just 3 more pictures with you. One of them's related to the trip, and then the others I'll just quickly brief you. So this is a picture of my mother-in-law. This is Mrs. O's mum, and this is her 4 son-in-laws. The wife is one of 4 girls, like I'm one of 5 boys. There you go. So we took this picture in, oh, that's one of these, I'll leave that. That's a sandbag. I don't do sandbags. They can come and collect that themselves eventually. We took this picture in 1999. So there's myself and my 3 other brother-in-laws. And then in about, I'm not sure if it was 2010 or 2012. I've got a funny feeling it was 2012 because I remember being over whilst the London Olympics were on. I remember being in LA. I was in London for the LA Olympics in 1984. And I was in LA for the London Olympics. There you go, work that one out. But I think my gut feeling is it was 2012, so this would have been 13 years after the first one. We sort of recreated it. We've all just aged that little bit. Old Father Time has not taken any prisoners. We've all just aged. So 1999, what would I have been then? In the first picture, I would have been a sprightly 32. By the second one, I probably would have been about 45. As I flashed them up on the screen. And then the last one we took at the wedding 2025 a few weeks ago, and I am 58 in that one. We're all in our, well, a couple of them are in their 60s by now, but we just recreated that picture. Thought it's a nice moment. It's a nice thing to do every so often. Gives you a perspective on things. I got the short straw about sitting on the floor, didn't I? So yeah, just I wanted to share that with you guys. And it's something I can keep on the internet for nostalgia for myself in the future. Right, in the meantime, I've come across a bit of crap here, but I shall blast it with my lovely tongs and my firepower. Some of it, guys, I'm not going to pick up. It's just embedded in. There's a nice pissy one. Oh, I love a pissy one. It's just embedded in these thorns and nettles which are growing up again rapidly. And to be honest, a lot of it will just rot over time. So I'm not going to bother with that too much. I'm not here to get killed to death. Not by any stretch of the imagination. I do what I do and I live to fight another day. I mean, ideally, if you wanted to clean this down to the ground, you'd need 3 or 4 people for 3 or 4 hours probably, if you really wanted to clean it down to the ground. But within a few weeks, few months, it starts to just look like crap again. So I think the trick with doing these sort of slip roads is just get the worst 90% and live to fight another day. That's for sure. Can I reach that bit? I know you can't see it, guys, but I'm stretching and I got it. And he got it. Oh, what a shot. What a save. Right, guys, I've filled up another bag already. I will be down to the last bag. So let me change this. I'm going to drag all my bags down to the front. And then I'm just going to fill the last one. Whew. I'm whacked out. Right, guys, I've shuttled all the bags just round the corner, and then off camera I've done another 2. The last 80 yards of this have been really horrific. I just thought, oh, I won't make the video too long. As I said, I am doing one every day, so I'm not out to make them. If I was doing just one where I released every sort of week or so, I'd make it the distance. But I'm not. So there'll be another video out tomorrow. Where it comes from, who knows. Right, let's just see if I can get this. It's further in than what I want to go, to be honest. I'm on my last bag, although the car is just round the corner. So I can always go and get some more if I need it. Oh, I'm getting tangled up in the blood. This is all tangled up and everything. Get in there, you bloody thing. So, let me just have a breather. I had to stretch further there than I was planning. Oh, when I miss that. Bloody, what a plonker. What a wally, what a plonker. There's another one I missed as well. So I've done 8 bags so far, guys. As I said, I've just done 2 off camera. Filled them really quickly. And I still reckon that the last bag I've got on me won't be enough. I reckon I'm going to have to go to the car. Hate brambles, they're such a pain in the arse. So yeah, I might have to go to the car, and I'm just going to leave that little bit there to rot, guys. It's 3/4 rotted anyway. I'm not digging that out of the brambles. I've just got stung on the bloody arm above the glove level. So guys, let's carry on with my waffle. As you know, I'm into all things engineering, and especially bridges and buildings. I'll leave it up there for the moment. And the world's biggest suspension bridge was in Japan, but it's been recently surpassed in the last 18 months by one in Turkey. So I'm pretty sure the Golden Gate Bridge was the world's biggest suspension bridge for a while, and then that got overtaken narrowly by the Verrazano Bridge in New York. Now, how they measure a suspension bridge isn't the entire length of the bridge. They measure the span, so the distance between the 2 towers that basically the steel cables go into to support the roadway. And obviously, the bigger the bridge, the bigger the towers. It's just the way it goes. Whew. So then the Humber Bridge in Hull, not exactly the most illustrious place in the world, Hull, but that became the biggest suspension bridge in the world for a while. I don't know how long, but it was a few years. Just, yeah, so that became the biggest suspension bridge in the world for a while, and then it's been overtaken. Then in the late 1990s, oh, I can't remember the name of it, it's the Ashikayo something bridge. I'll put its name up. I'll put a little picture up now of it, and it's got its full name. So that was the biggest suspension bridge in the world. and it has been for about 20 odd years. I mean, it's a huge bridge anyway. The span is 1900 and something meters across. That's about 1.25 miles. Go on, Barry. Go on, Barry! I can hear him, but I can't see him. So the span is 1.25 miles between the two towers. So you can see it's just an absolute huge bridge. I think I'm going to make this with one bag, guys, which will be handy. But in 2023, it got overtaken by this bridge that crosses the Bosphorus River in Turkey. Now, if you don't know much about the Bosphorus, it's the river that separates Istanbul, the European side, from the Asian side. You can get a train across, actually. Me and the lovely Mrs. O was in Istanbul a few years ago, and I said, come on, let's go on the Asian side as well while we're here. You just go across on the train. It means it's like crossing the River Thames between East London and Rotherhithe. So they built this bridge in Turkey, which I'm going to put a picture up. It's absolutely huge. The span is 2,023 meters across. 2,023 meters. Over 2 kilometers just the span. So I would have thought the bridge is another 2 kilometers at least. So in its total length. But as I said, with these bridges, we only measure the span. That's its measuring point. So just phenomenal bits of engineering and whatnot, which, as I said, have always captured my imagination. If you're not interested in it, just fast forward the video. I'm near the end anyway. So yes, so enjoy those 2 pictures if you are slightly interested in it. I think I'm done here, guys. I think I'm done. Bob's your uncle, Fanny's your aunt and all that. I'm pretty happy with what I've done. Yeah, I think I'll call it a day, guys. I think I'll call it a day. Look at the traffic starting to build up. Right, guys, there we have it. There are 9 bags today. Wow, I didn't think I'd get 9. I thought I might get 6. That 9 does include, unfortunately, the dead badger, which I'll just leave there. So yes, 9 bags today, which I think takes our running total up to 93 bags over 12 videos then. So not a bad tally. We're slowly and surely clicking along. So this, as I pan back, is the Denham slip road. All nice and clean, all tickety-boo, which I'm happy with. I'm going to go round this huge roundabout one day. That won't be for Super September though, that'll be another video. So 9 bags today, guys. Thank you very much for watching. Hope you've enjoyed the video. I'll say the same old rhetoric. I have no idea where I'm going to be tomorrow, but I have sort of made a plan. As I said on my last video, I sort of made a plan, but I've not made a plan in order. I've just made a plan of to-dos. So I've got a few videos, but I'll just do them in the order I can be bothered to do them in. So I'm not going to say, oh, I'm going to do this one tomorrow and this one the day after. I've got a list of what I want to do to finish off Super September, and I'll just tick them off as I go. So in the meantime, guys, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow. Don't know where I'm going to be, and definitely catch you on the next one.